Is it really possible to do Magic Kingdom in one day?
It is, and we're gonna show you how.
I'm so excited. Let's go! Magic Kingdom is Disney World's OG park, and even after 50 years, it's still the most popular. So how can you do it all? Today, we're gonna show you the best strategies and tips on how you can hit up all the popular attractions, shows, and more. All right, and for our first ride of the morning, we are rope dropping Peter Pan's flight, which makes a lot of sense because of our
we're Peter and
aesthetic
Tinkerbell
today.
Little AllEars style moment for you.
Yes, love it. So we're gonna hop on Peter Pan's flight. We got Starbucks today because we wanted to treat ourselves. Let's see.
An hour.
Oh, 55 minutes, that's not terrible. But now we have time. I don't think it will either. And now we have time to drink our big coffees. Cheers. Also, we already have a Tron virtual queue. We have individual lighting lane for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and we have a Genie Plus lighting lane for Jungle Cruise. So
we're stacking, baby.
We're stacking. We can afford the time to wait close to an hour, maybe just 45 minutes for Peter Pan first thing in the morning. I mean, we're dressed as Peter Pan and Wendy. We had to. We hopped off Peter Pan. It was only
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Amazing.
I know, I was so excited.
So sometimes in the mornings, Disney will put up kind of predictive wait times. So what they assume or think that the wait time will be, not always correct. So just, if you want to try for a good ride at Rope Drop, I think we're coming up with a new rope drop strategy.
I like doing a Fantasyland rope drop.
Me too. It
I
makes
also
me
think
in the mood.
It just like kind of feels right in Magic Kingdom.
It does.
It feels like this is what needs to happen.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's go check it out. The app, let's see, the app said 15 for Haunted Mansion, but maybe the app was a little behind.
My guess is let's not do this. Let's lightning lane it later.
Alrighty.
And I feel like maybe Big Thunder. One more good ride before Jungle.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds great.
Alright, our next rope drop attraction, we are gonna hop on the wildest ride in the wilderness. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is 5 minutes. I thought it was gonna increase by the time we walked over here, but it still says 5.
Excited? Love catching air.
Just like that, we got off Big Thunder Mountain, and when we got off, the standby wait moved up to a 40-minute wait. So that was perfect
only
timing.
waited like what, 10? And we were moving the entire time.
Yep.
So it was a great choice.
Now
it's time for our first lightning lane of the day. We've kind of timed it perfectly.
I mean,
might say.
I feel like we know what we're doing. I think we do.
That's fair.
Next up, we've got a lightning lane for Jungle Cruise. We do recommend that this is the lightning lane that you should probably choose at 7 a.m. It is the lightning lane that fills up the quickest, and it will sell out before anything else. Jungle Cruise has a lower capacity with the boats, so that is why it always has a super long line in standby, and that is why it fills up lightning lanes the fastest. So not many people can fit on those boats. That's why it takes so long to get onto the ride. So we do recommend that Jungle Cruise should be your first lightning lane of the day.
She did not find that very appealing. Your rock is ready! Yeah, lights are their favorite, okay? Zebra on the rock.
All right, we just got back from a 3-month long excursion through the Amazon jungle.
We had a good skipper. It took a long time, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I will say, we did hear a new joke for the first time, where at the very end of the ride, our skipper was naming all of the plants, and she named them Harry, Liam, Niall, Zane, and Louie, and
Zane
made
was
some
in
jokes.
timeout.
Yeah,
So
it was hilarious. I loved that.
it's a One Direction joke if
Yeah.
you're not familiar with the youngin' terms.
But now it is 10:23, and we want to have a little breakfast moment. We've got some lightning lanes in a little bit, in less than about an hour. We're gonna do Space and Seven Dwarfs. So we think it's time we can take a moment to relax, have a nice little breakfast moment in Fantasyland, and then we'll head to some more rides. I see a country bear off in the distance. No, so I don't care. But
Apparently his name is Romeo now.
it's Romeo?
Yeah, did you see that?
No.
The D23 poster that they released for the Country Bears update, which if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go watch the full D23 video up on the channel. But for the retheme, his name is not Liver Lips McGraw on the poster. It's
What?
Romeo. I know.
He will
Big
always be Liver
changes.
Lips.
Big changes.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. All right, as we're walking through Liberty Square, I do need to point out the Haunted Mansion has been down. They've got somebody walking a dog out here, but I don't see the dog. Do y'all see the dog?
Oh yeah, the individual.
But Haunted Mansion is down, so we'll keep an eye out on it. But now we're gonna head to the back of Fantasyland for one of our favorite breakfasts. One of our favorite breakfasts. I'm an educated adult, and I do know how to speak. And we have made it to the back of Fantasyland, where we are headed to Gaston's Tavern. One of the best breakfast items in all of Magic Kingdom is here at Gaston's Tavern. All right, we've got our breakfast. Nice warm cinnamon roll from Gaston's. We brought it over here.
There's not a single seat available.
There was not a seat at Gaston's, and I wanted to show you my new favorite spot, which is right over there.
It's been commandeered.
Yes, but that's okay. We'll stay here
It'll be a good spot.
and eat our breakfast and drink our water behind the castle.
Gaston cinnamon rolls, cheer.
Good stuff.
It's so chewy and gooey and warm.
Nice icing on the top. We got an extra cup of icing, which I recommend, because once you get down to the middle and the bottom, there's no icing left.
It gets a little dry.
Yeah.
That can help prevent that. There's a lot of cinnamon rolls that you can get throughout Disney World, especially the Mickey shaped ones. This is just the better one.
It is.
The Mickey shaped ones are still good. They're good cinnamon rolls, but they just tend to be on the more dry side, and they're just not as like ooey gooey like you want a cinnamon roll. So we definitely recommend this one.
Also, this cinnamon roll is huge, and you can share it with many people.
Yeah.
So, breakfast on a budget. I really wish Peter Pan would come over here right now and see me eating this giant cinnamon roll, because the other day I was here and I had savory sausage gravy breakfast tots, and he came up to me and said I should be eating sugar for breakfast. Now I'm eating sugar and Peter Pan is nowhere to be found. I wish I could tell him that I'm eating sugar for breakfast, because he would be proud of me. But we haven't run into him yet.
It's
Crazy. Technically,
It's mine.
Exactly.
That's right. I know. I know.
Of course.
I like those. The red feather. I had this one forever. Hi again. She keeps coming by and saying hello to me.
I know.
Who doesn't want to?
Get some music like ting.
Exactly.
Oh wow, she must have all the pixie dust.
Yeah.
You do.
She's taking
Are you
good care
keeping
of
it safe, or are you keeping it safe?
We're taking turns.
It's kind of your job.
Yeah.
All right, we had our breakfast.
Yeah.
And
we met Peter Pan.
Peter Pan came by.
It was so much fun. He came right to us. I guess he felt the kindred spirits.
Yeah, I think he knew.
Yeah, so we got to talk with him for a while. It was so sweet and nice, and Fry's got some great pictures with him.
Wow.
And now we still have a little bit of time, so maybe one more ride before our lightning lane.
Haunted Mansion did come back up, so that's good news. But it's a 45-minute wait, so
Not good news.
Not good news. We'll probably get a lightning lane for it later. Right now, we're gonna head to Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, because it's 10 minutes. Alrighty, we just got back. We went under the sea, and now we are gonna do 2 big rides right in a row because we are in the hour time frame for both Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Space Mountain. So, since we're in Fantasyland, we're gonna do Seven Dwarfs first, and then we're gonna head over to Space Mountain. After Space Mountain, we'll be able to book another lightning lane.
Good day.
Good day. That is how you do Magic Kingdom. You stack your lightning lanes.
Now we have talked about the fact that we are using Genie Plus today, and just in case you don't know what that is Disney's Skip the Line service. So there's 3 tiers for it. The first one is their free tier, and that's where you have access to the tip board. It kind of gives you suggestions throughout the day, but it's not really the most useful tool, I will be honest with you, but it's free, so no harm in using it. The next tier is Genie Plus, which we are using today, and that's where you can skip most of the lines in Disney World for a price per person per day for various price ranges to skip most of the lines in Disney World. So I say most because it's not quite all of them, and that kind of takes us to our 3rd tier, which is the individual lightning lane tier, which we are also utilizing today, where you can pay a little bit more per person per day to skip that last big ride that is not really included in Genie Plus. For this park, there's actually 2. One is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which we're doing right now, and the other one is Tron. All of the other parks only have 1. So horrible luck for us, the ride just went down. But they're not clearing the queue, so it could open in a minute. They also said they have no estimated opening.
But we already scanned in.
We already scanned in. We already
if we
paid for
leave,
it.
we lose it.
Yeah, and also there's going to be situations like this where you're in line, you're waiting for your favorite ride or whatever, and it might close. This is where we're going to tell you, like, if you really want to ride that ride, stay in line.
We're right here.
We're right here. We're right here.
Awesome.
So it makes sense for us to stay. But if you're not that far into the line, you're not about to get on the ride, give yourself a little timer. Sometimes we'll say, okay, if it's not reopened in the next 15-20 minutes, we'll see where we're at, and then we might leave. Don't waste your day waiting on something that may not reopen again. For us, we talked to a cast member, we think it'll reopen. It's just something fell on the tracks, so it should be fine. They just kicked us from the attraction, but they gave us lightning lanes because they don't know when it will open back up, and we had waited for a while. Sadly, Fry had to leave because she had to go to the bathroom, and sometimes that's just gonna happen. So I got a lightning lane for it, she did not. So sometimes waiting is beneficial because you might get the opportunity for a lightning lane. For example, there was a mom and her little girl wanted to ride it so bad, but the mom next to us made the decision to leave. Sadly, they did not get the lightning lane because they left early. So sometimes it's worth leaving, sometimes it's not. You just kind of have to decide and gauge it in the moment.
All right, so now we're gonna drive for our other lightning lane. Space Mountain is an indoor roller coaster. It's super fun, very popular, one of the mountains here in Magic Kingdom. The standby wait is 95 minutes, so this lightning lane will be very great. Also, I forgot my Magic Band today, so I'm scanning with my card.
We apologize again for this delay. Thank you.
This is not our day because Space just announced a delayed in rockets. This is a tough one. And I also need you to know that the lightning lane is backed up almost to the entrance of the ride. So we'll see you probably tomorrow.
Yeah,
and we'll all have dinner together.
Yeah.
And it'll be, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
We're currently working to get your rocket moving as soon as possible. Space Mountain cast members will be happy to answer any questions you may have. We apologize for getting for this delay. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure we're being kicked from the ride right now. Okay, so we are in fact being
Kicked out.
Not evac, yeah, kicked out. And what's crazy is, I gotta be honest with you guys, I could not tell you the last time I was in line and they kicked it.
Yeah.
And it's happened now twice in the last hour. What are the odds? Oh, the screens are even on. So Space Mountain is down bad because it's not a day for roller coasters for us. Luckily, we were able to go ahead and make another lightning lane. We're hoping this gives us experience redemption. They didn't really say. So we're gonna
scan the second time.
We didn't scan the second time, so we're really hoping that that's what happens. But we shall see. Now we are gonna go, hopefully, fingers crossed, get on Buzz Lightyear.
All right, let's try another one.
Third time's a charm.
Woo! We're gonna go over to Buzz Lightyear, scan into the lightning lane. Everyone, cross your fingers right now. I think we can still turn this day around.
Oh, we have plenty of hours left in this day.
We do. We did.
And honestly, that's kind of what we just experienced does not happen all that often.
No.
So it's okay.
It's just unfortunate that it was 2 rides in a row.
Yeah. Don't be scared that that's going to happen to you. Because knock on wood, do it right now. You knocked on wood. It shouldn't happen that often.
No. No. And honestly, the first one with 7 dwarfs could have been prevented if people just hold on to their articles, put them in the pockets, put them in your bag. Second one, I don't know what was happening with Space Mountain. They didn't tell us. Let's hop in People Mover because we'll have plenty of time for Buzz. Next up, we're doing Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. This is the shooter attraction here in Tomorrowland, where we're helping Buzz Lightyear defeat the evil Emperor Zurg. We do have a lightning lane for it. Hopefully this one works and we get on it, but you can tell that wait times are increasing around Tomorrowland because Space Mountain is still closed. So when we first got on People Mover, Buzz was 45 and now it's a 65-minute wait because the biggest attraction in this land is closed. Y'all, I don't know if you can see it, but the People Mover is stopped. Okay. There we go. Hit the volcano. Hit the top of the volcano. Ooh, got him. Ooh, got him. And we've stopped. Hey, we did it.
We did it. Thank goodness the ride broke down.
I took a picture. Still counts.
Please remain seated. Guardrails going down. Work lights going off.
We didn't move it. Oh! They fixed it. Just kidding. It reached the horse. No! Made it. Barely.
What are the odds?
Honestly, we got stopped, and then we got super excited because we thought we were about to get evac'd off the ride, which is a big deal for Disney fans.
Yeah.
To be able to walk off a ride.
Yeah.
But then it started again.
And it reset our points.
Yeah.
So we both were galactic heroes, and then it reset our points.
Which is just
It's just pretty disappointing.
really sad.
Pretty disappointing moment. We did make another lightning lane though.
We did.
So we're gonna head over to Pirates because it is for right now. Hopefully that one doesn't break, but we'll see.
Now, while we walk over to Pirates, it is our time of the video to tell you that you're in Disney World. It's best to be flexible.
Oh my gosh.
Rides do break down sometimes.
Apparently a lot occasionally.
Sometimes all
it's
5 right in a row.
constantly. Yeah,
You never know. So just be flexible, be open to changing up your plans. You're still in Disney World. You're still gonna have a very magical day. Please be nice to the cast members. They did not break the ride on purpose, I promise. They are gonna try to fix it as soon as humanly possible, but sometimes they can't do anything until maintenance comes out themselves, and that's a long process. It looks like a castle show is about to start. We'll have to watch it later. I think our plan, we're gonna go ride Pirates, maybe one more thing, and then we might grab lunch and watch Parade over in Frontierland. Some of our plans we have had to restructure,
Did change.
but that's okay. Adventureland smells like sunscreen.
It does, but you know what? It's kind of a good reminder.
Yeah.
Put your sunscreen on.
All right. Next up, we kind of want to treat ourselves.
We just kind of wanted to. It's very warm today.
It's really
Which
hot.
It's almost always hot in Orlando, but it feels particularly warm.
It does. So we're gonna kill. Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but we're not gonna do that because we are about to watch a show with birds.
Why would you say
I'm
that?
sorry. I stopped myself. We are gonna go grab a little snack to treat ourselves, and then we are going to eat our snack while we watch a show. Okay, just kidding. We are gonna head into the show first because the show's about to begin. So we're gonna do this very quickly and then we'll have some lunch. But pro tip, go get a Dole Whip and then watch the Tiki Room because you can eat inside the Tiki Room and that's a great way to watch the Tiki Room.
And I still want to get a treat at some point. Okay.
We will get one, just not right in this moment. Don't worry.
And a wunderbar Birdmobile, which has birds on it, and it goes round and round. And that's why we call it a Birdmobile.
All right, and now it is time to grab our lunch. We have mobile ordered over at Pecos Bill, and people are already sitting out for the parade. So we are gonna try our best to get a good seat where maybe we can eat while watching the parade.
That would be 2 birds, 1 stone.
That is 2 birds, 1 stone. Also, I found something in here the other day that I've never seen before.
What?
Did you know that Paul Bunyan is here in Pecos Bill?
No.
Come here. Well, he's not here, but look at his big axe. Oh, look!
That's huge.
It's a gift from Paul Bunyan.
Oh, that's so nice. From one giant to another.
Yeah. So who is Pecos? Is he a giant?
Well, from one giant to another.
So what does he look like? All right, Emma is inside getting our food. We really lucked out with this table. It was open as soon as we walked out. We're gonna have a great view of the parade while we sit and eat our food. And I'll also say that it's hot in Florida, so get yourself some complimentary, wow. Also grab complimentary water right over here outside Pecos Bill. A lot of quick services, especially in the summer, will have these set out. So please grab a cup, get some water. And now the band is coming fast. This is gonna be a great lunch.
For my lunch, I ended up going with the chicken and rice bowl. It's shredded chicken, yellow rice, black beans, and some what looks like onions and green peppers. I added my salsa and guacamole, and then I also added some cheese, just a little bit. It's really delicious. It's a huge portion. I also will say, like, this can easily be shareable. It was like $14, I think, after I added the guac. So good, so heavy, and sometimes after you've been here for a while, I live and breathe and die by this. You just don't want a burger. So I appreciate that this is just not a burger.
And for my lunch, I ended up going with the beef nachos. So we've got tortilla chips, beef on top, and queso. And then I also added the lettuce and tomatoes and hot sauce and cheese. And I'm also gonna add sour cream. So I'm very excited for this. I'm just in a nacho mood.
They're delicious.
They're so good. And we're gonna sit and watch the parade. I love it. Amazing. I love the beef nachos. The queso, I think, is what sells it for me. Nice white cheese queso. Also, all the toppings that come with it. Love that. Big fan of that. It's gonna be a good day now. It's turning around. I can feel it. It's time for our Haunted Mansion Lightning Lane. Wait time is 50 minutes. So long that Lightning Lane's a little wraparound situation.
Okay, so we are headed on to the Haunted Mansion. If you've never been on this ride, this is a slow-moving dark ride that takes you through a haunted mansion. You might see some ghouls, you might see some goblins, you might see some ghosts. But don't stress, they're all funny, silly, not super scary ghosts, except for maybe Constance. She's pretty scary, but for the most part, it's a lot of fun.
She just wants a husband.
She just wants a husband who has money that she can take through nefarious means.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
The spirits will materialize only if you remain quietly still at all times.
Don't worry, we're moving. Thank goodness. Yay!
Of the greatest ghost writers the literary world.
Tranquility. It's time to respond.
right, just got off Haunted Mansion.
I'm a little spooked, but you know, one thing I think we don't talk about enough is Disney literally sends somebody home with you to make sure you get there safely, and that's huge.
Our little ghost friend.
Yeah.
So
Now, I think it's time. We're gonna have to part ways for a second.
we are.
Because I need to do something, and you need to do something, and they're not the same.
Exactly.
So
No.
I'll see you in a little while.
I'll see you.
It'll be short.
Yeah. Just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
Well, it'll
Bye.
be okay.
Bye.
Sometimes we do recommend you might want to split up your party. If there's a bunch of people in your group and everybody wants to do different things, it's totally okay to split up for a moment. Have a designated meet back up time, maybe a dinner break, lunch break, what have you. I want to go watch the castle show that starts in 14 minutes.
I did not want to go watch the castle show with Fry. It's an incredible show, but sometimes I just don't love like standing in the direct sunlight.
And Emma is going to go back to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
I'm gonna go ride and use my redemption for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
It's totally fine. Split up your party if you need to.
You and your family might have different priorities, so it's okay to split up occasionally.
That's what we're gonna do right now to both make sure we get our priorities done.
It kind of works out anyways. So I'm gonna go ride that ride and then she'll enjoy the castle show. I lied to both you and myself because it's apparently not reopened. Again, this is the second time today.
We're at the castle stage here, sitting on the ground in the shade. It's hot, but this might work out in our favor. It's happening. Watch the castle show.
It's a good show. My only gripe is it's so hot.
I know.
Watching it, there's really no cover. And by like thinking about it today, it was extra warm because it's just 4 o'clock. It's peak heat time. But also I'm thinking kudos to those cast members.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine. They look incredible. They look like they're working so hard. Plus that, so incredible job.
Yes, we love it. Special shout out to Lexi. Yes. Blowing us kisses on the stage. We love you. I haven't met you before, but I feel like we're friends. So
I've met you and you're wonderful. So thanks, Lexi.
Now it's time for Winnie the Pooh. Woohoo! Oh, poor owl up there. Not owl.
Come bounce with me.
Our Tron virtual queue boarding group has been called.
Finally called. Another place that's been struggling today is Tron.
Yes,
We
very
pulled
much.
the 7 a.m. group, and it is already almost 5 o'clock. It's not quite, it's like 4:45. But that's how long it's taken us from our 7 a.m. pull. Because guess what? It's been closing all day.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
You know, today, very likely. If you find yourself in Storybook Circus when your Tron boarding group gets called, don't worry, there is a nice little pathway in the back of Storybook Circus that takes you right to Tron. And this pathway is never crowded. So if you want to get over here quickly, or maybe you're on Tron and you want to go back to Storybook Circus, there's a nice little path for you. Now, currently at the time of filming this, there's no standby queue for Tron. You have to, one, either get the virtual queue in the morning on the My Disney Experience app or buy an individual lightning lane to ride this attraction. Now, the virtual queue is free. There's a drop at 7 a.m. and there's another drop at 1 p.m. So you'll go into the app, confirm your party, and right at 7, right at 1 p.m., click join the virtual boarding, and hopefully you'll get one. Sometimes it doesn't always work, and they usually fill up pretty quickly within a minute or two. So you have to be ready to go right at 7 or right at 1 p.m. And also for the 1 p.m. drop, you must be inside Magic Kingdom. If you want to purchase an individual lightning lane, resort guests can do that at park. For individual lightning lane selections, Disney resort guests can book theirs. Good grief. Ugh. Now for the individual lightning lane selections, Disney resort guests can book those right at 7 a.m. Anyone who is not staying on a Disney hotel can do that at park opening. We chose not to buy Tron today. We went with a free virtual queue, but if you feel so inclined, you can buy it as well. Also, one more thing. Once your boarding group is called for either the lightning lane or the virtual queue, you have 1 hour to get over here and scan in. If you do not make it within that hour time frame, you will not get to ride. So as soon as you get that notification that your boarding group has been called, stop whatever you're doing and get over to Tron just to be safe. Because even sometimes this virtual queue outdoor line will fill up and you have to be already scanned in during that hour. So if you're out here outside and you haven't scanned in yet and your hour passes up, you will not be able to ride.
First energy gate captured. Second energy gate.
Tron was so fun again. Every time we ride it, I turn to Emma and I say, it gets more fun the more times I ride it.
It's a lot of fun. Once you get over the fact that it's a shorter roller coaster, it is a lot of fun.
We did get a little treat. It has been weirdly hot today. We've already talked about it. I don't need to harp on it again. It's hot.
It's been hot. So we got the watermelon slushie from Energy Bites down here.
Watermelon what?
The watermelon slushie in front of the Energy Bites.
2 grape,
You
one
heard
thing
of it?
chocolate milk.
2 grape, 1 chocolate milk, watermelon slushie. Cheers.
It's by Energy Bites in front of Tron. Listen, just watch Last to Leave and you'll understand that reference.
2 grape, 1 chocolate milk.
Cheers to that, my friend. These are so refreshing. Honestly, one of my favorite drinks in Magic Kingdom. It's got Pop Rocks on the top, a little black salt. Oh,
They're so good and cold. And outside of a LeFou's brew, this is definitely my favorite.
well, honestly, I would pick this over LeFou's Brew. I would.
Depends on the day, but
Yeah.
I can get behind this.
I don't know if we've said this on camera yet, but we do have a lightning lane for It's a Small World, and it's time for it right now. We gotta finish. All right, Small World.
Finished on Small World. It was really nice. Disney classic.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a must do if you've never been here.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
if you come a lot, I think that one's okay to skip occasionally.
Yeah.
Personally.
I thought it was really nice. We got the front row.
It was nice. It's a beautiful view.
Yeah, it was. Now, we're gonna go indoors for a second. We're gonna do Mickey's PhilHarMagic, which is an indoor show. It's got some 3D elements, even some 4D elements, but it's a cute little movie. Donald attempts to take Mickey's sorcerer hat, and we end up going through a whole bunch of different movies in order to get it back. Of course, Mickey always saves the day, but this is a super cute show. Get you indoors, out of the sun, and we love the show. Right, PhilHarMagic was amazing as always. Felt so nice to be indoors.
It was so much fun. That's one of my favorite shows in all of Magic Kingdom. Probably not my number one, because it's all of my favorite songs. You just sing along. All the kids get really involved because they want to grab all this stuff. It's a lot of fun, and I love it.
It is super cute. I will say I might have napped, but
She did, and I was going to. We even discussed I might take a small nap, and then I got so excited I didn't nap.
so that's fine. If
Yeah.
you're the person in the group that needs to take a nap, take a nap.
Yeah,
There's nothing
it's
wrong with
fine.
it.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Okay, now I am running a little bit with purpose because it is time for the Adventure Friends Cavalcade, which is one of my favorite things here in Magic Kingdom. It's a small parade that happens in the afternoon. It is super, super fun, very rare characters that you don't always get to see. So if you are around the area when it comes, definitely stop and watch it. And we're about to catch the beginning. I thought we were gonna miss it, but we're gonna see the whole thing, and I'm so excited. We did cry.
Not necessarily because of the cavalcade, which it is great and really special because it's the only place you can see Raya, but at the end you can see Marie from the Aristocats, which you can't meet her anywhere else either.
Yes.
There was a little girl across the walkway holding the biggest Marie plush I've ever seen. And Marie ran over and they stopped and took a photo, and like the way she and the mom reacted after, we both teared up.
Yes,
it was
we did.
so sweet. And it was just what we needed to keep going.
Exactly. We can do this. Okay. And now, in 5 minutes, our lightning lane to go meet Tiana is going to start. So it'll be Tiana and Rapunzel over on one side of Princess Fairy Tale Hall. Honestly, we've done all the rides with lightning lanes, at least the big ones. So now we're just seeing what else we can do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go meet some princesses.
Speaking of, we've not discussed. We did not get a lightning lane redemption for space.
No.
It did not work out, and that is something that if you're here very limited amounts of time, you really want to go on space, and that happened to you, we highly recommend talking to a cast member or even guest relations, seeing if they can work something out. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. We are here a lot, and other people want to ride Space Mountain.
Yes.
So that's fine that we're not going to get to do it today, but if you really, really want to do it, highly recommend doing that. But also remember, if they can't do something, they just can't. It's out of their hands, and they're all trying their best.
Thank you. Who we ran into? I wonder what he's saying.
We'll be able to find out.
Yeah.
We can watch the video.
We can. That's so funny.
That is funny. I doubt he'll see us.
No, he won't.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
You both look amazing.
Thank you.
I like your little friend that you brought with you today.
Yes.
His name's Kermit. He's kind of like my Pascal.
Kermit, that's a great name. Yeah, he does remind me a little bit of Pascal, I have to say. Now, does he change all different kinds of colors too?
Luckily, no. It means I
That's
can
a good
find him
thing.
more easily.
Oh, definitely. You know, maybe sometime you two can be on my team for hide and seek, and then maybe Pascal and Kermit can be on their team.
That would be great.
Or we could even switch around too. I might need another little friend to join me.
Good.
I love the green.
Thank you. We do match.
We have
It looks really good. Right.
We got to meet the princesses.
So fun.
They're good conversationalists.
They are.
They were really great today. Sometimes my brain doesn't work and I don't know what to say to them, but luckily they carried. So
They did.
It was fine.
We have already made our next lightning lane, and that is for Tomorrowland Speedway, but we have about 40-ish minutes until it starts. So I think first we're gonna go do Mad Tea Party. We're gonna spin, have some tea. We love tea.
A little sip of tea.
Yeah. And then we'll have to do something else in the meantime. Seven Dwarfs is having a day.
It looks like Seven Dwarfs is back open, so maybe I could go, but she's literally actively announcing that they might not open.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
I will say, if you've purchased an individual lightning lane and it happens like this where you don't ever get to get on it, sometimes at guest relations they can give you a refund. So if it's that egregious of a situation, maybe go ask for that.
I will say, so they do have guest relations up at the front, and they also have guest experience team. Those are the people under the blue umbrellas. Guest experience can pretty much do anything except for anything that involves money. If it involves money, like a refund, you do have to go to the front to guest relations. Let's go for a spin. This is casual?
Yeah, I'm not really putting that much effort in.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I have my fry speed, but you have your teacup straight. Oh my word.
I love it here.
Oh goodness.
We're gonna attempt
We're
to separate
separating
again.
because we want different things.
Well, I feel like we need to ride Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, we did pay for it.
We paid for it, so I'm gonna go ride it. She wants ice cream.
Always.
Luckily, that's right here.
And you're right there.
Wish me luck. I'll
Good
see
luck.
you on the other side.
See, here's the thing. I don't want anything super large. I just need a little sweet treat. I'm feeling a hot fudge sundae today. I think that's what I'm gonna get.
Okay, we are gonna head on to Seven Dwarfs. Hopefully this is the time. We are finally ready. Looks like the queue is open, no shutting down, so fingers crossed that this is the moment for us.
All right, for my snack, I did go with the hot fudge sundae, which has vanilla ice cream, vanilla soft serve, lots of hot fudge. I appreciate that cast member. And it comes with whipped cream, which it didn't say that on the menu. So very excited for this. I can already tell this is gonna be messy. I don't know how I'm gonna eat this and film at the same time, to be honest. Now we are heading into Storybook Circus for one of the most iconic Disney rides of all time.
It's kind of part of the secret to doing it right.
If you go to Disney and don't ride this ride, did you even go to Disney? Oh, one of the Dumbos is down.
Oh, that's new.
That is new, but it's still only 15 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, update. The wait was not 15 minutes. Right after we got in line, it was 45.
And do you remember when we were like, just leave. Like if it's taking too long, leave. We didn't realize
no, we
until
didn't.
we looked down and we were so far in the line.
Yeah.
We stood to come outside for like 25 minutes. We kept thinking, no, it's almost us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
No.
So don't trick yourself.
And now it is nighttime. Yeah. Oh, raindrop in my eyeball.
Oh, it is raining.
It's raining. It's pouring.
The old
And it's snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and didn't wake up in the morning.
But also, it's impressive that it's made it this far in the day, no rain.
I know.
So I'll take that as a kind of a win.
Hopefully this is all it does.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Okay, it is 8:15. I think we've done all of our rides for the evening, at least for right now. We are gonna go grab a good spot for the fireworks.
And maybe a little dinner.
Dinner and fireworks? Yeah, let's do it. Emma is mobile ordering some Casey's right now. We want to make sure we get a good spot for the fireworks today.
Magic Kingdom has felt weirdly busy all day though compared to the last few weeks. So maybe that just is evident here.
Yeah, everybody in Magic Kingdom is here right now.
After what was probably the most chaotic Casey's order of our life, it's fine, we made it. Everybody also decided to get here fairly early this evening. It is probably the busiest I've personally seen fireworks in a while. Just means it's gonna be a good, exciting night. We grabbed Casey's. We have a few minutes. We're gonna eat it here on the ground and then watch from Main Street. I'm so excited. We got corn dog nuggets with cheese and the barbecue pulled pork fries. They're delicious, very savory. Hot dogs, fries, barbecue. Not much more else you can ask for. Also, big sodas. Goodbye until fireworks start. It's almost time for fireworks. We finished our Casey's. Reminder, take your ears off during the fireworks.
Be respectful.
Yeah, it's just nice. And you might not think they're that big of a deal, but some people can't see. Just because of the ears. Flag fry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we finished fireworks, both bawled our eyes out. Every time. And now we are headed towards the ferry boats. We're gonna watch a little water pageant, and then we'll talk about the rest of our day. Yeah. And all I have to say is I feel really good about it right now.
I do.
Welcome aboard. Please take your time.
Thank you. Not planned at all.
It's been a
but
long
I
day.
think that kind of like encapsulates the day. We have had a long day, but it ended up being so much better than either of us, I think, anticipated. We both felt so good coming in. We got our Starbucks. The line for Peter was not long, and then all of our karma ended.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting on almost every major ride. The only one we did not end up getting on was Space, which I think we probably could have if we had wanted to make a fuss, but that was just not really our prerogative today, which we never want to make a fuss. But like we could have talked about it with some cast members. We just chose not to do that. We rode
We did
so
a lot.
much. We did a lot. We actually got to watch one of our favorite shows each too, and we met some princesses and Peter Pan.
Yeah.
We met Peter Pan today.
We did.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
I know, and we
So-
stopped to have some food breaks, you know, all of that.
Good food breaks. So I'm honestly really, really pleased with everything that happened throughout the day. I think that this day was a great example of like the true secret, the true how-to for any Disney park is flexibility.
Yes.
Just kind of keeping on your toes, not getting upset when something changes, and also being willing to go back in case something reopens.
I agree.
That's the true
Also,
secret.
I do feel like, I wouldn't say this for most parks, but for Magic Kingdom specifically, if you're wanting to do everything, hit every ride, see the shows, meet the characters, I would recommend doing Genie Plus. That way to
absolutely.
guarantee that you can do everything. Now, we've done a video on our channel before where you and I did everything in Magic Kingdom without Genie.
It is possible.
It's possible.
It's a
but
hard day.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
So just look into it with your budget for your family. I think it's the most worth it in Magic Kingdom.
Totally agree. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And now go watch me being trapped in Epcot for 12 hours.
She'll see you there. I won't be there. Bye.